You guys have no clue how frigid hot this place is. Like, this is the only place I could find that is silent, like comparatively silent in the whole house. Like, whenever I sit to make a video, something or the other has to make a noise. It's so annoying, you don't know. Okay, so let's get into the video, shall we? So yeah, where was the video? Okay. Yeah. Have you ever realized how simple our life was when we were a child? Like, we didn't know what this competition was, the struggles, this rejections, this whatever it was. We didn't know. We all had these imaginations, and we still lived this perfect life. We had the friends and everything, and we used to think that everything was gonna be perfect. We used to see movies, and our parents would be telling us all positive things and never. Like, one thing that was so much fun to do was to think what we could do when we grow up. Like, our choices used to go on changing so much. Like, if one, I always used to think like I would become a writer, or I'll become a detective, or I'll become the astrologer, or I'll become this or that. That was like endless amount of thing. Like, we could want to be everything. Like, we could just learn about a new thing and I want to be that. It all actually depended on what we like to play, but now it's more like we need to do something just to pay the rent. Well, maybe I see a lot of people these days trying to do what they actually love, which is actually very inspiring. But then you have to do something you love but also get money out of it, right? Like, when I was a kid, I used to read, or I was like a big book reader. Like, book reader, what was the term you call when people read books? I forgot. Anyways, like, I used to read a lot of books, and I like all this detective and mystery books, and I used to think that I would become a detective one day when I grew up. And then when I grew older, I got interested in politics and in history, and then when I thought of going to college, like, I'm in college right now, but then when I was applying to college, I thought I want to take this subject up, but then my parents were like, what will you do with this subject? You won't get any money, you won't get a good job, politics isn't a good place. Oh, and now I have to study for business school. Like, our parents used to encourage us then to think about all this crazy stuff. Like, when I used to say, like, I'll be a writer, or I'll be this or that, and it's like, oh great, and now they're like, ha ha ha, please. Let's just talk about love. Like, every girl back then had this idea of what love could be. Like, seeing all those Disney movies and Barbie movies. Like, love could be like, when you have your love, you could be love at first sight or something like that, and how your boyfriend would be. And not even at the like a very young age, even when you hit a teenager, all these like fanfic. Used to read all this fan fiction about the celebrities and all. I still do. Justin Bieber, of course. Yeah, and right, like, I was just laying in bed right now and was like thinking like, oh, it was so simple when I didn't know anything. Like, I'd never dated, and I was just used to think like I used to read a lot of fan fictions. I still do though, and I used to think like Justin Bieber could be my boyfriend. Why am I using past tense? I still do. Anyways, so Justin Bieber could be my boyfriend, and it would be like this, and it would be like that. And afterwards, when you were like going having in high school, you having crushes, or you having, all those things, and you get rejected, and you get and there's awkwardness when you talk to people, and all these stuffs. It's like, and you get hurt, and all this stuff's like so complicated. And but I assure you, it's better in the end. It's really good at the end, but then still, all these anticipations and curiousness and talking with friends, like, oh, what about this and what about that? That's like something, and you miss it, right? Like, it's not just me. Suck at going from one point to another, and it's really hot, so I'll just move to another point without it being awkward, so please ignore it. Okay, so I was in the bus the other day and there was like a little kid singing in his baby language, like screaming basically, and it was actually annoying. But then everyone was like okay with it, but then it was really annoying. But then actually I was like listening to my song in the headphone, and I was like thinking, oh, I want to sing out loud. But then obviously someone would call the cop and tell I was drunk if I had done that. It was like, then I was thinking that babies are like, they don't care if anyone think what could happen. They just do it. Like even if it's like full of strangers, they just do it. Like why can't we do it? And even if we do it, why do other people just why does other people care about it? Like matter? Why does it matter if we do it, right? Like even if someone does it, we also look at them like, what? Why does that happen? I don't know. Like if it is just so complicated. Why can't it be simple like a child? Like a child just singing and just doing whatever they want. Why can't we do like something like that? Right? So I'll just stop here because you can see by my face how sweaty I am, and I actually run out of points. So you guys comment below what you think you miss about your childhood or what you think is unfair. So yeah, please comment below and I'll see you next video. If you guys subscribe, I usually rant about all these stuffs and we can rant together. So yeah, stay sassy. Bye.